Greetings and salutations, welcome back to another Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd as Korea. Where we last left our nation, we had gotten 2 new achievements. We got the 3 Trivial Tributary Tribes achievement, and we got the Golden Empire. Now, these videos wouldn't be much fun unless I showed you guys some fun exploits. So I'm thinking we probably want to become tributary of Ming again. Otherwise they're going to attack us. And that means, once we do become their tributary, we can't have tributaries of our own. So, we could get some stuff from our tributaries here. Well, we first of all, let's get a little bit of prestige from Tyrone. Pushes them up pretty high. We can pay off their debt, but we have nothing else to get from them, so we're going to ignore them. Okay, but Shibwe here, let's go ahead and just demand some tribute. Obviously we haven't gotten to the exploit yet, we'll get there. First, I just want to get everything that we could possibly get. So this option doesn't work for us anymore because our Liberty Desire is now increasing to high numbers. Okay, they don't have anything. Okay, so that's all of our tributaries. Let's restructure those all up here. Okay, they don't have anything else to get. Okay, so I mentioned an exploit. So let's look at, say, Kokomez. Kokomez, it tells us, it doesn't mention that they're out of money. They just won't pay us any more additional tribute because that Liberty Desire is so high. And the Liberty Desire is so high because we demanded additional tributes. So let's cancel that tributary. Creates a truce. Our relations won't be as good. Hold your horses, Ming. Oh, they stopped wanting to do it. Okay, let's try that with all sorts of other people. Who else might have money? Navajo? Navajo is just going to drop down beneath 51 really soon anyway. Oh, Ming, you're coming across as pretty desperate here. Works a lot better if you're next to other nations. But here we are. Establish tributary over Makua. They're a tributary again. And you'll notice that the Liberty Desire went back down. It no longer remembers that we demanded additional tribute from them. Let me just make sure that this video is recording properly. It is 4 minutes in. Okay. So then what we're going to do with Makua is we're simply going to demand some additional tribute. Now it's above 50 again, so they won't give us any new tribute. So we can simply cancel that relationship and exploit. Now when we're Korea here, most people are pretty far away. And if you break your relationship with someone like Kokomez, they're not going to renew it right away. But imagine that you're Timurids. And you have Tabaristan right next to you with a decent amount of money, Hormuz, something like Oman, possibly Baluchistan. They're really close by, so they're not going to have that penalty for distance. So you could ask them to become your tributary, and if they're threatened enough, they'll accept. You yank all the money that you can from them, till their Liberty Desire gets above 50, you You cancel the tributary relationship, you wait a couple months, you ask them to become your tributary again, you keep demanding additional money, and cancel. It's one of the ways to stop, at least in 1.20.1, the Ming patch, and stop from hemorrhaging all of your money as somebody like Timurids. Now, we don't need the money, so I'm not going to milk this for anything more than that. I'm simply going to accept Ming's demands. We are now their tributary again, and our relations have gone back up. Their opinion will shift. We lost our great power status. We lost our tributaries. But again, we really didn't need them for anything other than the achievement, and we got some money out of it, so it gave us something useful. All we really need now is this absolutism. We need this prosperity. And synthesize some more religions. We're just focusing on what we need to do for this achievement. And we could make some more states. Let's see what our options are. This stuff isn't incredibly useful economically for us. I'm reluctant to choose that. I'd much rather expand our power down in the Spice Islands, because that's going to translate into greater trade power. And now that we're no longer messing around with tributaries, ugh, it's not very great. Back in charge. To finish my thought, as we're no longer messing around with tributaries, we can safely launch a war and not have to worry about it. Okay, how many more states? We could have 4 more. Definitely not going to do the New World because we're trying to get colonial subjects there. So we'll just save those for pushing into some of these other regions. Okay, we're going to give our clergy something. Most of this stuff. We could add this stuff in here just to give it away to estates. Okay, here we are. This is no. Okay. That should make them happy. And we are ahead of time on text, so I don't feel bad about using this to strengthen government, these points, to get our absolutism up a bit higher. Increases both our current and our maximum. And somebody had suggested that suppressing rebels also increased your absolutism, so I need to look into that. I can't confirm that yet. So we'll take a look when we've got the military points and the risk of rebels. Okay, so they have 6 big ships here. I would actually let me try to sink them on the first of the month without having any troops on these ships. Agree to alliance. Yeah, that doesn't work for us, sorry. And we could call in Malacca to help us out. But I think I want to save those favors in case we need to attack this big alliance hug box. They would be useful for taking out Patani for us, for instance. Okay, we sunk 5 of their big ships and captured 1 of them. Hold the power of admirals. Since we loaded up a new game here, let's make sure that our mission settings are where we want them to be. Okay, we do have a little bit of provincial unrest, but that's in our colonial subjects. We can't do anything. We can't manage these rebels. But these guys, we potentially could. So let's see, if we were to harsh treatment, yeah, it would cost way too much. We'll keep an eye on that. I don't actually want to suppress them. I just want to take a look at what would happen to our absolutism if we were to do it. Get this royal marriage back. Ooh, Ming factions meddle in Korean politics. A number of influential families in Ming have taken it upon themselves to rectify the lack of trust between our two governments. They hope to topple our government by providing military and economic support to the opposition against the emperor out of their own pockets. The consort regent of Ming could probably be convinced to rein in these mavericks, but convincing her to listen to us will require a princely gift. So we deal with 23 pretender rebels in Yangzhou, or we pay 1,100 ducats to increase Ming's trust by 10. No, we're going to let the pretenders rise up, because we do actually have an overlord. So Ming might actually send troops down to kill those pretenders for us. If not, we'll send troops to deal with it. It's not going to be a victory for them overnight. So. Okay, I want to march these guys up here. And that reminds me of checking our estates. We didn't do that in the last video. I think we're okay. Okay, robber barons. Nobility wants influence at the expense of the merchant guilds. I think I'm going to have to side with the nobility here. Merchant guilds already have a lot of influence. They're not going to be too happy with us. But they'll get over it. Really, they're going to hurt our income, but we've got a respectable amount of income. And with the prices still going up, that should make us even more money. A new settlement. We went 10 prestige now, we're almost near our cap. So we're going for the development. +1 base tax. Now we could barrage the walls, but we're already at 0%. And we've got a lot of manpower. I'm in no rush to capture this fort. I mean, I'd like to capture the fort, don't get me wrong. Let's send... Hey guys, back over here. Okay, well, Korean Canada, that's not going to work for me. It's definitely not the name of one of our subscribers, but it also misses the fact that this is in a unique geographic situation. It is pretty far north, geographically, so I'm afraid that this is going to have to be North Korea, naturally. So there we have it, North Korea. Oh, I can't wait for that to get flagged on and on YouTube. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say anything about this, so maybe I shouldn't. Let me deal with this and I'll continue my thought. Okay, we want loyalty from the merchant guilds. It'll lower legitimacy, but we could always use our military points to increase that. So we're just going to strengthen government again. And that gives us a little bit more absolutism. Okay, to finish my thought, I'm not sure how vocal we're allowed to be about certain YouTube behind the scenes things as video creators, but it became a problem for some of my videos that the topic is Korea, and certain things were getting flagged. The process isn't very clear on exactly why they're getting flagged. You have to go through the dispute process with them over it. Yeah, I think some of my jokes about North Korea and so on had gotten my videos flagged. So we'll see if that happens again. Naming one of my colonies North Korea. And then when I name one of them Best Korea, we'll see if it happens yet again. Hopefully that won't cause any more unnecessary delays having videos of mine yanked. Okay, Ming wants tribute. Yeah, we're just going to agree. It's not worth the hassle. Okay, killed 3 of their big ships. That's a pretty big victory for us. Feed up ships into their port. The rest around here for the blockade. I do want a bit of a garrison here. And let's take a look at what's going on in the Korean Peninsula in regard to... Yeah, they are not putting down the rebels for us. We've still got some time. Okay, let's wait 1 month. We got 65 war score and their enthusiasm is low. I think we can pretty safely peace out. Let's take that fort. I don't want too much aggressive expansion here. Yeah, that's a... yeah, I think we can manage that. Now let's give it a couple months so that we get all of their money. And to increase our war score. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Good thing they reminded me. Oh, do I actually have to move on to my own territory? No, I think I'd move on to anything that we control. Yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and split this in half up here and half there. Okay. That works. As we're inflating our war score by blockading some more of their ports. And that should be enough to force this peace on them. British Columbia is fabricating claims on North Korea. That's road. Warmongers. Imperialist running dogs. Actually, let's pull them into this port. Unlike normal, we're not going to worry about increasing autonomy because with this age, the rule set encourages us to get absolutism up. Did I see a coalition? I think there's like one person in the New World that's still in a coalition against us. No, that's when we clicked on Bamani's, that's where I saw it. We'll just go directly into the port. We have a troop advantage. We should have no problems killing those guys. Let's go ahead and strengthen our government further. We could get some manpower if we needed it, but we don't. Fortune, do we have any claims on you while our troops are up here? I don't think we have imperialism or anything yet. No. Let's fabricate a claim on them. They don't like us anyway. And let me 9 our time. 22 minutes. Okay. Yeah, naval landing costs us some men, but our manpower's pretty solid. Love that retreat animation. Okay, we've got cash. Let's go ahead and upgrade our fleet. In fact, I'm going to do the same here. Okay, let's get these guys together down here. And we have a new Splendor ability. Okay, administrative efficiency is really nice. First treatment cost. Before we pick that, I do want to double check. Wait, look at these guys. If we were to harsh treatment, we don't have enough points. Because that did reduce the cost. It might be, if it does increase our absolutism, it might be really useful to reduce the cost. Economy change cooldown, yeah, we're really not going to increase or decrease autonomy very much. We really don't change rivals much, and we really don't need to reduce devastation. So I think this administrative efficiency is by far the best option. Ming is asking for 12 Diplo points, sure. Truce with Holland is over. Now we don't have any diplomats. Just think about trying to bully them again. Yeah, so we upgraded these ships, and we are going to send them. This will make us 1483. I think that's what we want to do, because that's for collecting trade, yeah. I'm going to send these guys around to this port. Get our troops over to Japan. I'm not sure that there's anything that we desperately need out of Japan, but they're unfriendly. And they're weak, so... And that's basically an invitation for us to kill them. Capital only has a capital fort, and it's in flatlands. Okay, Russia colonists. We could either get settler chance increase and global settler increased, or get more taxes. We're doing just fine on money. So we finished this one off. It's great. So the next one we are going to do is Palawan right here, because that's what our mission was to do. I want to keep an eye on our possible states. This, we definitely want a state. Don't have many of those Indonesian islands, but eventually we're going to get them. I think I'm going to use a few of these Diplo points to increase the development here from 19. Oh, I can't. I really don't want to use these points on it. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. In the meantime, we're going to strengthen our government a little bit more, because we want more absolutism. We want that discipline. We want that administrative efficiency. And we want our absolutism to be high enough to get us absolutely. Okay, so we do have enough spy power to get a claim here. Let's get this guy home. I'm thinking they're counter-espionaging us. Yeah, both of them are. Incorruptible. Since we have no corruption, spy network of our enemies is decreasing. Good. Okay, Brunei doesn't like us. Let's see if perhaps we can fabricate a claim on them. See if we have any. We do not. We perhaps threaten... Well, let's take a look at our time. 28 minutes. Let's go ahead and stop here. Thank you for watching.